Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, in the Western culture, women are taught and trained to keep men chasing at an all-time high. The guy that they want him to chase them. At the end of the day, who has time for that? At the end of the day, you guys need to stop focusing on, ooh, do she like me? Do she not like me? Do they like me? Do they not like me? Stop focusing on stuff that you cannot control. I repeat, stop focusing on stuff you cannot control. You cannot control a human. That is pimping and you going to jail for 97 years. I repeat, that is pimping. You're going to jail for 97 years. Instead of focusing on what you can change, dudes focusing on their height. You cannot change your height unless you about to pay $80,000 to get surgery and put needles straight through your leg. I'm not doing that. That is called desperation. I repeat, that is called desperation. At the end of the day, you got to understand, focus on what you can control. Focus on getting in shape for self, not for validation. You cannot control validation. Don't you understand people are playing chess moves out here against you? I repeat, people are playing chess moves. Are you going to join chess and play with them? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, stop focusing on what you cannot control. Focus on yourself. Focus on getting in shape for self. Focus on your resources. Focus on your future self. I repeat, focus on your future self. Focus on building yourself up. Listen, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody besides like a few people and besides my content give you motivation. Nobody, listen, I can give you all the motivation in the world. But if you don't put in the work, it's pointless. I repeat, I could give you all the motivation in the world. But if you don't put in the work on yourself, it's pointless. Nobody is going to come save you. You are a man. You're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to save yourself. At the end of the day, you got to go to the gym, train yourself. You got to train your own biceps. You got to train your own triceps. You got to hit your own shoulders. You got to train your own chest. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Stop trying to be liked by people because you cannot control if people like you or not. You could be the most attractive guy on the earth. You still can't control if people like you or not. They can hate you. At the end of the day, are you going to focus on who don't like you? Are you going to focus on negativity? Are you going to focus on, well, women in the dating game, they're entrepreneurs now, like Steph is so cold. If you don't focus on yourself and take life serious, when are you going to get serious? When are you going to get the fleet of cars instead of just watching a dude with the fleet of cars? At the end of the day, when are you going to get active? When are you going to get busy? When are you going to take off in life? At the end of the day, stop focusing on everything else that you cannot control. I repeat, stop focusing on other things that you cannot control. Focus on what you can control. You can control yourself into becoming a multi-millionaire, whether you believe it or not. You can control who you give your energy to. You can control that. You can control if you're going to go to the gym or if you're going to keep skipping the gym. You can control if you're going to come drop content or you just going to hide and be scared. You can control that. Stop trying to be a people pleaser. A lot of people are chasing validation. They're doing what other people, they're doing stuff in hopes of other people liking them. I repeat, they're doing things in hopes of other people liking them. Screw if other people like you. Listen, you got to like yourself. I repeat, you have to like yourself. At the end of the day, if you like yourself, if you love yourself, you're not going to go through disrespect. You're not going to settle in a Western culture. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Focus on self before you end up homeless. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.